Well, the Boston Celtics have all but won the NBA championship, which will be their franchise's 18th, breaking a 17-all tie with their heated rival Los Angeles Lakers. The Mavericks, meanwhile, sitting in an insurmountable 0-3 hole currently, are left to lament 2 consecutive highly winnable games. Games that they had absolutely no business being even remotely close in, but then again, the Celtics are going to Celtic, as in vomit and choke all over themselves. And it was truly a sight to behold, with Boston blowing a 14-point lead with 3.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter of Game 2, needing this miraculous chase-down block to preserve that victory, while Game 3 was an even worse gag job. Boston was up 21 points with 10 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. 21! And yet, by the 3.5-minute mark, Dallas was within 1 point. It was a 93-92 game after the Mavericks hit Boston with a 22-2 run over the course of a 7-minute span. Stunning ineptitude by the Boston Celtics. And yet, as the smoke clears and the dust settles, they are still up 3-0, and this finals is all but decided, with the only formality left to sort out being whether the Mavericks will be getting that straight broom or the gentleman's sweep. And gee, remember like a week ago when everyone was talking about how battle-tested Dallas was? How they were a team of destiny. How their 2 closers were going to out-execute the Celtics down the stretch. I mean, really, what idiots were falling for this crap narrative?
It's a complete crap.
Okay. It was me. Guilty as charged. I fell for it. I'm the idiot. I took the bait.
It was me!
And yes, I could not have been more wrong about this one. Meanwhile, a lot of people have been wrong about Luka Doncic. The numbers look absolutely amazing in this, his first ever NBA Finals, dropping series averages of 30 points per game, 9 rebounds, 6 assists, and nearly 2.5 steals on 47% from the field. But damn it, I don't care how good these numbers look, he has been absolutely lousy when it really matters.
It's garbage!
This guy is not who we thought he was. He is in fact the European LeBron James, and that most certainly is not a compliment. Doncic may well be filling up the stat sheets. He may well be dealing with a plethora of injuries. He may well be gassed by the fourth quarter. But that is the deal. That is the contract. That is the arrangement all of the true great players have gotten throughout their careers. To do whatever is necessary, and Doncic has fallen substantially shy of that standard throughout these finals, and the most important games he has ever played in. For starters, a career 75% free throw shooter who shot 79% this season is currently shooting just 59% in this series so far.
It's a complete crap.
And in money time of the fourth quarters, Doncic, who has acquired a reputation of being a clutch player and one of the preeminent closers in the modern-day NBA, has currently scored 8 points total in 3 fourth quarters and has made just 3 of his 15 field goal attempts in the final stanza.
It's a complete crap.
For any of you math-challenged individuals out there, that is good for just 20%. As I said, the European LeBron has been out in full force in these playoffs. And we haven't even gotten into his defense yet, which has been heinous ass all series long.
Diddly poo.
Another pathetic and failing narrative we have been subjected to this entire playoff run is the improved defense of Luka Doncic. Hell, even, dare I say, the good defense. After all, he is somehow leading the NBA playoffs in steals, is third in steals per game, and is leading the NBA postseason in defensive win shares.
What?
Yes, and look no further, by the way, as to how advanced analytics lie than that one. Because Doncic has been dreadful in these finals, getting systematically hunted by basically whoever the hell he decides to attempt guarding. For the 3 games so far in this final series, Boston players, any player that is, who is being guarded by Doncic, has beaten him off the dribble on 68% of their drives. So basically 2/3 of the time he is getting beaten. And in Game 3, which was in fact the most important game of their season, and for all intents and purposes his entire career, 10 of the 15 jump shots a Celtics player took that he was the principal defender on were open. That is 67% of shots he conceded open looks. So he is not only getting beaten off the dribble 2/3 of the time, but he is also giving up wide open looks 2/3 of the time. Empty, hollow, box score stats, accrued in portions of the game that don't really matter while loafing around all game long on defense. And all of this goes without even mentioning the pathetic attempt to take a charge with 5 fouls at the time at the 4:12 mark of the fourth quarter in the series deciding Game 3. And that after Doncic picked up his 5th foul at the 4:55 mark less than a minute earlier. And with the Mavericks applying full pressure on the choking Celtics, having cut a 21-point deficit minutes earlier to just 3 with still over 4 minutes to play. That is a risk you simply cannot take. And yes, it was a close call, but the ruling on the floor was a block, one that was not going to be overturned upon review. Dreadful shot making down the stretch, pitiful defense, and inexcusable decision making by Luka Doncic are the reasons the Dallas Mavericks are on the cusp of being swept out of the NBA Finals. And we can officially end the conversation about Luka being the best player in the game. Take his name out of your mouths when talking about Nikola Jokic or Giannis Antetokounmpo. This isn't close. Realistically, it never has been. But when the lights are the brightest and the stakes are the highest, that is when the frauds are truly exposed.